Classifying financial markets based on maturity. Now we are classifying a financial market based on claim. One is where a debt instrument is that has a fixed interest claim. That means they can ask their return or principal amount when it is an appropriate time to ask based on the contract. That means the company cannot pay the dividend for equity shareholders without paying an interest of debt holders. Even when the company liquidates the first claim or right on the company's assets, that means when the company is sold, the money is firstly or primarily given to the debt holder and the residual amount is paid to the equity holders. Also, in yearly operation, if the company is not profitable, the company might not give a dividend for equity shareholders. However, it is a must to pay its periodic interest payment, so they have a primary claim. However, the equity holders has a residual claim. So based on claim, a financial markets where an instrument that holds a primary claims are sold is called a debt market, and where an instrument that holds a residual claim or a financial asset that holds a residual claims are sold is called a capital market. However,
instruments. Derivatives do not represent a direct claim on the underlying asset. Instead, they represent a contingent claim, the right, but not the obligation, to buy or sell the underlying asset at a predetermined price and time. So we cannot categorize derivatives as either a fixed interest claim, debt, or a residual claim, equity. Derivatives represent a distinct type of financial claim, a contingent claim on the underlying asset.
Another way to classify a financial market is based on the market character. For example, there is an organized market and over-the-counter. He can get every information about the company's information and its financial statement, its ratio, a financial ratio, and any other things, any information about the company both the share on. So this is a centralized marketplace where the third party enters and makes all the informations available. It can take a larger volume compared with the over-the-counter market. Hence, everyone feels safe and make sure that he is not suffered any evasion. So instruments, financial instruments are sold and bought constantly with a higher liquidity. So in this market there is a higher liquidity. You can say that there is a higher liquidity in this market. However, over-the-counter market is where the buyer and the sellers meet without the third party that makes every information available, or without the third party. This third party is responsible for making all information available or to create information symmetry. However, in over-the-counter market, these two parties will meet without including the third party that makes the information available. So information asymmetry is created here. That means if one has an information, the other might not. So the person who has more information might make some fraudulent activities on the person who has not. So this is where the traders meet one another themselves rather than involving the third party that is centralized. By the way, this third party is a centralized like New York Stock Exchange, which is a huge market that is centralized and makes all the information available to the buyer and to the seller for both of them. This means both of them are not susceptible to any evasion that can be created with information asymmetry. Also, based on the exchange process, it might be floor based. This means physically, the one gives the financial instrument physically and receives the money, such kinds of agreements, or it might be electronic based using a digital currency. So we have seen one of the components of financial. Just a financial system is a combination of these financial institution regulations, assets, and markets. We have seen what financial markets are classified and how do they look like. Now it's time to look at financial institutions.